Here we go. Good question
Where
here.
where should I put more of my money? Speakers or amp
Mm,
slash AVR, audio video receiver?
yeah,
That's
that's a great question. I like it.
Hey, thanks. I get it a lot, and I usually say now. Of course, this is from a new gear perspective, not a used gear
Right.
perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would always suggest if you guys are looking, um, especially with AVRs, the technology changes. We're still
Rapidly.
in that like HDMI 2.1. When is it going to be added? I get a lot of questions like that. So it's safe to say that, you could easily upgrade an AVR every 3 to 5 years,
Yeah.
depending on what new bandwidth limits or
Correct.
minimums is happening. HDCP 2.3 is like a new thing.
Sure.
So I would say put your most of your money in speakers.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get out there and find a youth man deal on some hot speakers, used stuff,
all
definitely,
right.
do what you can, because the technology
Yeah.
is going to change in an AVR. Not so much of an amplifier, but Joe and I noticed a lot more 2-channel amplifiers are adding HDMI ARC so that you can plug in your TV and have whatever
Come back
streaming
through there,
apps
yeah.
you're using coming out your 2-channel
Sure.
system. Yeah.
I think I'm 100% on that. I'd buy speakers before, or invest in more in my speakers than I would in an AVR, and even on the used market, if you are buying used, you can get away with buying 1 or 2 years old and save some money on the AVR side if you don't have to have that latest greatest technology. But definitely the speakers aren't going to change, for the most part. I've got speakers that I'm rocking that are from 1980, and that's my main speakers in my home theater.
The La Scalas.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So, yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
What would you say, Jeffrey?
Yeah, so my speakers aren't as expensive as my amplifier. Actually, my amp is much more expensive. But if I were getting into it now, I would not do it that way. I would spend more on the speakers than the amp.
All right. Right. Yeah, I think I would agree with everyone. Speakers first. We came up with that ratio last time that I've heard other people say, which is twice as much on your speakers as your amplifier. I think it's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's a good place to start.